And welcome back to How I Make a Comic. Now, now we go to the fun part. The actual making of the pages. So, here we go. Right after I print out the page of the script, I actually make these markings here, as you can see. The ones with the like all half circled in each represents a panel right here. On what the dialogue will be in this one panel, and you can see this surrounding the box here, and then the page number right here. So this is all of page one, and this is all of the dialogue and the panels in each in that certain page. And as you can see, I drew out page one right here. So right here, Cindy says, "This is pretty, don't you think?" So she would say it in this panel right here. The same thing right here, since only Jeff says this, he's the only one talking, and I'm going to put him here. Same thing, Jeff and Taylor were to say something, they'll be in this panel, and so on and so forth. And I keep doing this for every page. And yeah, just keep doing it. And as a tradition... Now you see this image right here? I use this as a stock page for all of my back covers. And so I scan this in the computer, and then eventually I'll finish with this. Now, I always put a character under the spotlight, just some random character. Right here I have my own personal rating of the comic and stuff. And here's the logo and a brief summary of the episode. And like I said, I always put this in every episode and stuff. You know, because I like to be consistent with each issue. So yeah. Anyway, right now the first thing I do is basically draw in the panels with my T-square and stuff, so it'll be nice and straight. After that's done, I'm speeding up the video here, and I'm just drawing in the basic shapes of the characters and stuff, starting out with circles and all that different shape just to give them volume and stuff. And so, yeah, all that cool stuff. Right now I'm just drawing in the fine detail of the characters. After that, I do the inking with Prismacolor felt tip pens. After all the inking is done, I erase all the pencil marks, put it in my scanner, scan it into the computer so I can work on it and stuff. I then scan it to Microsoft Paint. That's where I do my typing stuff. It's also a good program to make some new speech bubbles, like I'm doing right now. I use the ellipse tool and the straight edge tool, and I also can fix some minor mistakes in here. And yeah, the font I'm using for all my comics is, of course, Comic Sans, which I know is a bit overdone, but hey, it's the only appropriate thing I have. And yeah, I choose Microsoft Paint because it's easier than any other program that I have right now. I mean, I know I can use it in Photoshop, but I'm more comfortable with this. After that's done, I then load it into Photoshop. Then you can see the whole page right here. Now, I know I don't use text on the speech bubbles, because that's too vigorous and stuff, but I just use the text in Photoshop for the sound effects and stuff. And into signs. Because in Photoshop I can have there's numerous effects I can do with my text, and it's a nice way. And right now I'm doing just like two sound effects for the wind chime there. And right before I hand color this, I sometimes choose to do a little coloring on the computer, like what I'm doing right now. Since I want to do something special with this background, so I just select some colors, purple and blue. Then I select the background there. Then I use the gradient tool to make a nice effect in the background. I also plan to do this background here with the special effects. And yeah, I'm pretty much doing the same thing, only using texture back there and the burn tool to make it darker and stuff. Yeah. After that's done, I then print it. Yeah, for my coloring, I use Prismacolor markers. And I organize them in warm colors, cool colors. Up here is the skin colors. In the middle is the brown colors. And in the bottom are the blacks and the grays. And sometimes I like to use color pencils in some areas in the page. And I even also use these Crayola markers that children use. But hey, they do a nice effect. So yeah, I grab a sheet of paper because these markers bleed through. I don't want to bleed into the table or something. I then color. And these markers are pretty good. If you do them right, then it'll appear just one flat tone. So yeah. It takes practice to master these markers right here. Because when I first used them, I kept accidentally layering, and then the whole coloring becomes a huge mess. Then after the coloring is done, all finished, it's all nice. And I gotta admit, I had lots of fun coloring this. I even added the Nostalgia Critics logo back there. Yeah, I'm a fan of his. So all this, this is what I do. And you can see their color pencil effect. And I colored this in like 40 minutes or so. Because, you know, I had to do some other stuff. And after that, I stick it here. Well, that's about it. So I really hope you enjoyed the vid, and I hope you learned something. And so, yeah, that's just one of many, many pages that I'm going to show you. But either way, it's really fun. Anyway, I have just posted a preview of my first episode of my comic, which is on my MySpace page, which is, you know, the link below here. Just visit my MySpace page, then click on my photos, and then you'll find it right there. Well, that's pretty much about it, so I'll see you. JFM out.